And a very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ken Mundy, Illinois, the home of the South Central Cougars, where today the Cougars host the Salem Wildcats in a Marion County, Fayette County matchup. Independent, well, not independent, non-conference matchup between these two squads that are about what, 9 miles from each other or something. 9 miles but two pretty doggone good baseball squads, that's for sure. As the Salem Wildcats come in with a 10-11 record, they are facing a South Central Cougars team with an 8-9 record. South Central in the middle of 4 days in a row of playing here at home. They won yesterday. They have a game today. It was at Windsor Stu Strauss yesterday, but then they have a game today against against Salem. They play Edwards County here on Friday, and I'm trying to remember who they're playing here on Thursday. We'll be here today and Friday. Speaking of Salem, we'll be in Salem tomorrow as the turnaround game for the Wildcats against the Columbia Eagles. So we have baseball all week long. This one ought to be a dandy. Like I say, South Central in with a record of 8-9 on the season. Salem with a record of 10-11 under head coach Brian Light. It's been kind of an up and down season as both schools have been trying to avoid the raindrops and get in whatever games that they can get in. But Salem comes in on a high note as they've won 2 in a row, including the win over Columbia. They won over Roxana before that. But before last night's win over Columbia, Salem had not played in 8 days. That's just kind of the way of the world right now. As the Salem Wildcats, the South Central Cougars come in having lost 3 out of 4 of their one win against Altamont. You just cannot figure high school baseball. They knocked off Altamont 2-1 on May 1st after having knocked off Altamont here about a month ago. So they've played 2 games with Altamont, won them both in extra innings. You know, they've played over 3 games of baseball in just 2 games with Altamont. That's pretty fancy playing right there as the Cougars beat them in 10 innings, like I said, a month ago, and then beat them yesterday 2-1 in 12. Or beat them on the first 2-1 in 12. Yesterday was a tough loss in extra innings as the Cougars were 1 pitch away from knocking off the Windsor Stu Strauss Hatchets. And kid hit a home run to tie it. And then Windsor Stu Strauss won in extra innings. Pitching today for South Central is Trevin Sidwell. He'll throw behind the plate. He'll be thrown to the catcher, Maddox Robb. As we're just about ready to go, everybody's looking at me, trying to get me to shut off the music. That isn't my music, folks. For whom the bell tolls. Now, first pitch is bounced over too short, and that eats up Callaway Smith. Jalen Enlow is going to be on with a error on an error on the shortstop, Callaway Smith. Enlow, E6. He's followed by Cody Beard. And then it'll be Ryan Dietering. Keaton Gullion will bat cleanup for Salem this afternoon. He'll be followed by Noah Nix, the first baseman. Aiden Bass, designated hitter, will hit 6th. It'll be Rhett Dietering in the 7th spot. Braden Richter hitting 8th, and the second pitch is hit into left field for a single. So two pitches, 2 base runners for Salem. I said Braden Richter hitting 8th, and then Cooper Lobeck hitting 9th for the Wildcats. Enlow, Beard, Dietering, Gullion, Nix, Bass, Dietering, Richter, and Lobeck. We'll tell you a little bit about the defense as the inning wears on. Need more than 1 pitch to tell you about it, as Sidwell's first pitch to Ryan Dietering out of the zone. This is my first chance to see Salem play this year. Been looking forward to it. They have been rained out, I think, 4 times when I was supposed to work Salem games. That one up and in for ball 2. Over on the left-hand side of the infield, third baseman is Zane Montez. Callaway Smith out at shortstop. Junior Evan Hoover over at second base as they throw behind and had a shot at Jalen Enlow. Over at first, it's Colton Smith for the Cougars. That ball popped up on the foul infield grass. Barely got out of play. It was about 10 feet out of play. In the outfield for South Central, Luke Shoemate, sophomore over in left field. It'll be Seth Jones in center. And Chase Garettas over in right field. Behind the plate, Maddox Robb for South Central. And again on the mound, the right-hander, Trevin Sidwell. Next into Dietering is off the zone for ball 3. These two teams getting ready for postseason. South Central will host their regional. They took the 4 seed in the sub-sectional. Regional pairings are out. I'll give them to you here as the day wears on. Sidwell paying very close attention. 3-1 on the hitter. There's ball 4. And that will load the bases with nobody out. So an error, a hit, and a walk. And the courtesy runner will head out to replace Dietering. Running for Salem is Carter Lowe. And the Wildcats are just about set to go. Might have, I think they put a courtesy runner in there for Jalen Enlow as well. I didn't catch the number over there at third base. Sidwell is ready, and he fires home just a smidge inside to Keaton Gullion. And he'll pop that one behind home plate. Unplayable for Maddox Robb. That hits the ceiling here of the stands. Noah Nix swinging his bat on deck. Gullion up there hitting. He has pretty good power as he watches the curveball come in for strike 2. 3 doubles and a home run for Gullion on his 10 hits this season. He comes up hitting .238. Throw over does not get the courtesy runner. That is Caden Growie over there on the third base. So it's Growie at third. Cody Beard out at second. And Carter Lowe at first. With nobody out here in the top of the first. There's ball 3, full count. There is no place for Trevin Sidwell to put him. Sidwell peeks around. Looks at second, finally looks at third. Now he'll throw home. Ball 4, walks in a run. So Salem jumps out to a 1-0 lead on 2 walks, a hit, and an error. And they're still in a pickle. Noah Nix watches ball 1 come through. Just off the inside corner. Trevin Sidwell still looking for his first out. That one's bounced down the left side, foul. as Beard hops out of the way. Nick's hitting 246 on the season. He's got a couple of dingers, and he will get hit by that pitch and heads down to first base. So, still nobody out. 2 runs now in. And Salem off and running for Aiden Bass. Kurt Jones is going to come out and have a talk with his pitching staff. With all these games this week, it's going to be tough to have enough pitchers, and I'm certain Coach Jones was looking to see if he couldn't get several innings out of Trevin Sidwell. Sidwell still looking for his first out. 2 runs already in. Nobody warming up down there behind the batting cage. You're watching Wabash Catch TV's presentation of high school baseball here in Ken Money at Lions Field. Bruce Hickey here on the microphone. Thanks for tuning in. Got Bill Reed on one camera, Don Ross on the other one. And also out in the truck, Abby Springmeyer making sure you get the pretty pictures, along with Ty Landreth, who will have instant replays of any action. It's been kind of all walks and hit by pitches and stuff so far. Not a ton of action, but plenty of base runners and plenty of scoring. Throw over to get him. Oh my goodness, they didn't get him. Nix was a long way from first base, and he's able to avoid the tag somehow. There's a spider dropping on my book. This is interesting. I think I've mentioned it before, the interesting press box here at Lions Field. Bouncer to the left side. Nice snare. Throw to third. Gets away. 1 run is in, and that's going to be it. Enlow tried to get it over there to Zane Montez after a dive for it. He was playing in. It was a tough play to get it. And it's now 3-0 with the bases remaining loaded. Swing and a miss for Rhett Dietering. Rhett's the shortstop. Ryan's the catcher of the Dietering boys. And Sidwell finally getting closer to the plate. 0-2 the count on the senior from Salem. Curveball comes right back in and gets Dietering looking. He looked at the umpire and said, you did what? That curveball was a pretty one from Sidwell. That's the one he's been looking to work all day long. Still no ruling from the official scorer on the liner the grounder to Inlow. They're going to call that an infield hit, as he had to dive for it. Sidwell's next is knocked to the hole in on the left side. And it's knocked down again by Callaway Smith, but he drops it on the ground, and another run will score. That makes it 4-0, and that's the second error of the inning for Callaway Smith. He's having a rough go of it here in this first inning. Nix leads off a third. Bass off a second. Braden Rector off a first. As Cooper Lobeck steps in. The center fielder, left-hander. He could put up a tremendously crooked number. It's already kind of crooked at 4. He could put a ton back up there. Throw back to second. Not in time. Evan Hoover thought he had Hayden Bass. A couple of close plays on pickoffs here in this first inning. So, 0-1 to count to Lobeck. He pops that one into the air to the right side, actually to the pitcher's mound. And Sidwell will make the play for the second out. That will bring up Jalen Enlow for the second time this inning. Four runs are in, 2 outs, bases loaded. And that was a pretty little curveball. Enlow reached on an error back earlier this inning. Knocks that one into deep center field on the run, but plenty of room out there for Seth Jones. That will do it. The Wildcats score 4 on 2 hits, 2 walks, 2 errors, a hit by pitch, and we'll move to the bottom of the first inning. It's 4-0 Salem.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
This is Christy, inviting you to wrap yourself in lasting luxury at Carnaby Square. We specialize in one-on-one customer service, high quality, head-turning, on-trend fashions, footwear, accessories, and a complete line of Brighton leather goods and jewelry. If you want to nix fast fashion and invest in a true-to-size, ethically manufactured wardrobe that you'll wear for years, it's time to treat yourself at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Welcome back to Lions Field here in Ken Mundy as Salem takes the field for the first time defensively. Jalen Enlow on the mound, right-hander for the Wildcats. He's throwing to Ryan Dietering behind the plate. Taking a look at the South Central lineup, they've started behind the 8 ball. As Callaway Smith will lead it off, he'll be followed by Colton Smith, and Trevin Sidwell will hit third. Anybody gets on this inning, we'll see Chase Garetas, Zane Montes, and then Maddox Robb. Hitter number 7 is Evan Hoover. Luke Shoemate will hit 8th, and Caden Harrell in the 9th spot. Smith, Sidwell, Garetas, Montes, Robb, Hoover, Shoemate, and Harrell. Defensively for the Wildcats, I'll tell you here in just a moment, as Jalen Enlow set to make his first pitch of the day to Callaway Smith. Bouncer foul. Over at third base, number 5 is Cody Beard. Over at shortstop, Rhett Dietering, he's a senior. And then Russ Ants is a junior second baseman. And Noah Nix over at first. As 2 pitches have gotten through. One was fouled off. One was about a 59-footer. Around the outfield, Braden Rector, Cooper Lobeck in center. And in right, Keaton Gullion. In low on the mound, Ryan Dietering behind the plate. So it's 1-1 on Callaway Smith as he watches ball 2 zip past. About 73 degrees today. Just a beautiful day for baseball, up and in. Beautiful day for baseball. Not much breeze, if any. And that is ball 4 to Callaway Smith. Going to be that kind of day, are you saying? Salem just scored 4. Are they going to give some up in the return around? We'll see. As Callaway's twin brother Colton steps to the plate. And watches strike 1 zip through. 9 senior starters for Salem if you count the designated hitter. 1 junior and 9 seniors. That means their entire batting order is seniors. That one knocked out to left field, a few steps over. Easily manageable for Braden Rector. So here comes Trevin Sidwell. Actually, out there on the in the stands, people in there, some folks in sweatshirts and hoodies. It's Southern Illinois, you never know what to wear in May. Up here in the hot box, it's about 95 degrees. Throw over to first is not in time. That was probably the C level throw. Inlow's probably got 1 or 2 better moves than that. As that one is knocked out for a base hit into left center by Trevin Sidwell. So it's first and second now with 1 out for South Central. Chase Garetas heads to the plate and watches ball 1 go by. It's 4-0, but South Central trying to climb their way back in, trying to respond to that 4-run first inning for Salem. Curveball comes in, hits the inside corner for strike 1. And a swing and a miss on strike 2. "73 degrees here today in Kinmundy. Winds from 0 to 6 miles an hour. You take a look out there at center field. There's nothing moving on that flag. And I'm looking out in the trees. Not much moving out there. Bouncer to third. Stepping on the base. Cody Beard throws across in time. Nice play by the third baseman, Cody Beard. And the Wildcats get over it with a double play. The Cougars leave one with a hit. We'll head to the top of the second inning. It is Salem 4, South Central 0.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
If you're looking for a loan for your brand new home, call Clay County State Bank. If you want to transfer money so your future will look sunny, call Clay County State Bank. We got checking and savings and bill pay too.
An online bank, just ask our crew. For all your banking needs, we think you will agree.
Clay County State Bank is the place you need to be.
Clay County State Bank.
Inning number 2 set to begin here. Trevin Sidwell heads back out to the mound, see if he can't put that first inning behind him, as he will face Cody Beard and then Ryan Dietering, Keaton Gullion. Anybody gets on, we'll see Noah Nix here in the top of the second inning. Sidwell had a rough first go of it. First 6 hitters all reached base. First 4 of which scored. And the first pitch is swung on and missed. Little check swing there for Beard. He got a base hit and scored a run. Bouncer to third is foul. Just barely. Oh, and 2 here on Beard. And that one is out of the zone for ball 1. I promised I'd give you the matchups for the Class 1A. I've got them here. I'll get down to them. Well, I accidentally grabbed the 2A. Let's take a look at 1A. A little bit more appropriate for this conversation. As Cody Beard fighting to stay alive. It's a 2-2 count. South Central is in the Altamont sectional. That one popped up to the right side. It looks playable. And it is playable. Nice job by Maddox Robb to run it down. 2/3 of the way, maybe 3/4 of the way down the line. So Ryan Dietering will check in. He walked the first time he came up. And watches ball 1 zip past. Bouncer off to the left side is strike 1. In the South Central Regional, it opens on Monday as at 4:30, Brownstown plays at Sisney. Then a doubleheader on Wednesday with Louisville North Clay taking on the winner of Brownstown and Sisney, and then South Central taking on Red Hill. The winners of those games will play at 1 p.m. on Saturday. The South Central winner will play the winner of the Pawnee Regional. And the number 1 seed up there is Neoga. Pawnee's the number 2. Dietrich got a regional in the same sectional subset. Steve Reich 3 to looking for Dietrich. That's the second out. That opens also on Monday, May 19th with Kansas at Dietrich and Martinsville at Casey. Both those games at 4:30. Then on Wednesday there as well, Edwards County takes on the winner of Kansas and Dietrich, followed by Altamont versus the winner of Martinsville at Casey. And then the championship game at Dietrich is at 10 a.m. on Saturday. I wonder why it's a 1 p.m. start. Must be struggling finding umpires. Everybody else is a 10 a.m. start. It's a 1 p.m. start on Saturday, the 24th, Memorial Day weekend. Inside, ball 3, full count here to Keaton Gullion. Gullion walked back in the first inning. This is just the top of the second. Sidwell has thrown 48 pitches. Number 49 coming up. Swing and a miss, he got him. So much different story in the second inning for Trevin Sidwell. Nothing doing for Salem. We'll head to the bottom of the second. 4-0 Wildcats.
Clay County Hospital is your life-saving connection. We have spent our lives preparing for when you need us. Quality professional care right at home. Our team will support you and your family so you never feel alone. We will make you feel welcome whether you need care, are visiting a loved one, or seeking employment. Clay County Hospital. Professional care, compassionate hearts.
Tomorrow. Some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans that the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to your mutual agent today.
Your local agent is on the square. Louisville, Clay County Farmers Mutual Insurance. We like technology at Flora Savings Bank. Here's what you can accomplish in our mobile banking app in less than 30 seconds. See account balances in your transactions, set up an account alert, make a transfer between accounts, get an alert text message about your transfer, pay a bill, turn your debit card off and then back on. It all happens in the palm of your hand with our free My Bank to Go app. Search My Bank to Go in the App Store or Google Play and give mobile banking a try. Flora Savings Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Lions Field here in Ken Mundy. Jalen Enlow getting set to start his second inning of work. He faced 4 in the first. He'll have Zane Montez, Maddox Robb, and Evan Hoover here in the second. If anybody gets on, we'll see Luke Shoemate. And the first pitch is out of the zone. That one comes in for a strike to Montez. It's 1-1. I'm taking a look at 2A now. T-Town, the hot top seed at Newton. And they'll play both semifinals on Wednesday as well. They take on the winner of the Vandalia at Flora game on Monday. So Vandalia at Flora on Monday at the Newton for the Newton Regional. Over on the Fairfield side, they have a regional in the DuQuoin sectional complex. Fairfield will play at Mount Carmel on Monday. Two and two here on Montez. And he strikes out a swinging. Enlow's looking pretty good. He's looked salty up here in the early going. Came in with a 3.0 ERA. He's pitched 23 innings with 28 strikeouts, so he's not averse to striking people out. That's for sure. As Maddox Robb watches ball one go by. Maddox Robb, the catcher for South Central. He's followed by Evan Hoover. Anybody gets on? Luke Shoemate. And last two pitches there from Enlow with that baseball, he didn't like the result. It's a new ball. The other one just goes into the bag. He's going to get it back sometime. But maybe it'll rough it up a little bit. As first three pitches out of the zone to Robb. Way inside for ball four. So, with a man at first base, that brings up Evan Hoover. And he knocks stings one down the left side, but that is foul. Hoover will wait a minute for the throw over as Robb has been replaced, and running for him is Eli Heaston, the freshman. Swing and a miss, strike two. Enlow's pitched pretty good here in the early going. There's strike three. Second strikeout of the day for Jalen Enlow. So here comes Luke Shoemate. This is the Battle of Marion County. The school in Farina is not in Marion County, but I was sitting there thinking, well, Ken Mundy is. Ken Mundy is very much so in Marion County. So, yeah, even though the school's not down here, this is still Marion County. So the Marion County battle. Luke Shoemate standing in a one-on-one's got a man on first base. That's Maddox Robb. He reached via a walk. I wonder if that's the same baseball. Finally, it's going to get thrown out. Four nothing. Salem leads at a 4-run first inning. Runner goes. Ball's fouled back. Caden Harrell, designated hitter, stands on deck. He's ready to go if Luke Shoemate can get on base somehow. One and two the count. Bouncer to third. Nice pick. Throw across in time. Outstanding defensive play there from Cody Beard. As you see him rush in and gather and make the fine toss. That'll do it for South Central. We'll head to the top of the third. It is 4-0 Salem.
When you want hometown work ethic and customer first service and you need the best insurance at a good price, think The Insurance Place in Iuka. With over 15 years of experience, Jamie Butts offers the best in home, auto, commercial, farm, and Medicare supplement insurance. The Insurance Place handles a variety of companies and provides the flexibility that only an independent agent can deliver. Plus, bundled pricing saves you so much more. It's The Insurance Place at the Ice Cream Corner on Route 50.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Going beyond the expected. It's what they do at Pekin Insurance, and it's been their way of doing business since 1921. It's service that goes the extra mile, and product that provides the flexibility to meet all of today's insurance needs and tomorrow's as well. Stop by and see the agents at North Wayne Insurance Agency in downtown Flora.
Top of inning number 3. Here comes Noah Nix for the Wildcats. He'll be followed by Aiden Bass, Rhett Dietering, and if anybody gets on, we'll see Braden Rector. As Nix hit by a pitch back in the first inning, stranded at third base. The big senior watching Sidwell for the second time. And swings and fouls, strike one behind him. Wildcats with 4 in the first. Lead it here 4-0 in the top of the third inning. That was popped up on the infield behind second base. Coming in to make the play, Evan Hoover. Makes it look easy. Not that easy, folks, with that sun bopping in on him. So nice job by Hoover. As Aiden Bass steps in. He singled off the glove of Callaway Smith in the first inning. Run scored. And he watches the first two zip past out of the zone. First three zip passed out of the zone. I believe Bass was taken all the way on that one, and he takes a strike. 300 feet down the left field line here as that one is bounced to second. Callaway Smith lobs it across in time. Much to the approval of the South Central fans honking in the parking lot. So with 2 outs, here comes Rhett Dietering. He struck out looking back in inning number 1. Whoa, curveball. Comes back in, but not far enough, and that's ball 1 to Dietering. Cardinals already won today. They beat Pittsburgh this afternoon, swept them, and now are back to 500 for the season. About, 36 games in. That one lobbed up on the infield, easily handled by Sidwell. He's pitched great the last 2 innings, trying to get past that tough first. We'll head to the bottom of the third. Score remains 4-0 Salem.
Do you bowl like this? That's great. Do you bowl like this? That's great too. That's because whether you're a pro or you just want to have a lot of fun, at Pegel's Silver Dollar Lanes, we have a lane for you. We have galaxy bowling, gaming for kids and adults, Joe's Pizza, a full bar, darts, pool, and fresh and clean bowling shoes. Boy, does that smell nice. So come on down to Pegel Silver Dollar Lanes in Effingham, where we have a lane for you.
My grandfather, Carol Rush, opened Rush Appliance in October of 1949. This is Sean Rush, and I am driven by the same determination and commitment to quality that set us on the road to success. A lot has changed in the appliance industry since 1949, but at Rush Appliance, we're doing everything we can to remain trusted, strong, and competitive. We are extremely proud of our roots, and we look forward to providing you with quality and service at Rush Appliance and Furniture Company in downtown Fairfield.
My name is Robin Stanford. I own Stanford Marketing. It's a promotional products business along with an embroidery business. And we do custom hats, t-shirts, anything, you name it, we can make it. People like that we do stuff in-house and we can actually make things here and that we're not contracting the work out to other places. We never say no. We always try to find a way to do it. If anybody can do it, we can do it. We are hardworking women, that is for sure. Come to Stanford Marketing in Flora for all your custom and promotional needs.
And welcome back here to Lions Field in Ken Mundy, home of South Central baseball. Salem got off to a big jump, scored 4 in the first. Nobody's been able to push anything across since then, as Caden Harrell will head to the plate for the first time tonight against Jalen Enlow. Enlow's first pitch to him is out of the zone. Following Harrell will be Callaway Smith and then Colton Smith. Anybody gets on, we'll see Trevin Sidwell. Sidwell with the lone hit of the game for the Cougars. Here we are in the bottom of the third inning. Harrell, the designated hitter for South Central. Well, Trevin Sidwell has made a tremendous turnaround after that first inning for the Cougars. Boy, I thought he was toast on a spit, but he has made a tremendous turnaround. Threw so many pitches in that first inning, though, it's going to be difficult to stay in the game real long. as that ball bounces through, tags Ryan Dietering as it gets by. Hit Ryan in the right hand. And old Ryan need to walk around a little bit. Full count to Harrell. And he will take a leadoff walk. Enlow had him set up and threw the last two pitches about 3 feet short of the home plate. So back to the stretch goes Jalen Enlow. As the heart of the order for South Central is making their way to the plate. South Central in their navy blue uniforms with blue helmets, gray baseball pants. That ball hit to deep left field over the head, and it is gone. 2-run home run for Callaway Smith, and this is a brand new ball game. Luke Shoemate ran a few steps, but he realized the wall was coming in on him too closely, and that makes it 4-2. So here comes Colton Smith. He tried to match his brother. Bouncer to the left side is foul. Salem at some point might feel like they should have scored more runs in that first inning as they put their first 6 hitters on base. We're only able to come up with 4 runs. Trevin Sidwell has righted the ship. Now he's waiting on his team to catch up. As Colton Smith watches strike 2 zip past. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 4-2 the lead for Salem is a 2 runs. Next one on an 0-2 count to Colton Smith is out of the zone, trying to get him to chase. Colton says, "Not this time, Buster." I mentioned the South Central bracket, as that one is hit into center field, ranging back. The play made handily by Cooper Lobeck. For out number 1. That brings up the pitcher, Trevin Sidwell. With nobody on, 1 out, 2 runs have scored here in this top of the 3rd, or bottom of the 3rd. Sidwell, a right-handed thrower, a right-handed hitter. Watches the curveball catch you outside of the plate as it's heading through. That one's knocked foul. Boy, he put some heat on that one down the left side. Trying to bounce it up there and scare old Dawn. One and two. And that hit him. Sidwell hit just below the elbow, it looked like. So with one out and a man on, here comes the tying run. Chase Gerdas. As they're trying to keep Sidwell close. Kind of surprised he hasn't replaced him with a courtesy runner. Jalen Inlow having a difficulty finding the plate. Just hit a batter. That's 2 balls in a row. A lot of times, throwing over to first is your best friend. Ooh. There's ball 2. Long look at first, now throw over. Gets away. Sidwell's going to take off for second. He'll get there easily. He looks at third. Not going to head off down there. As each team now with errors. Error on the pitcher there. So with one out, will Gorettas think about bunting? Not that time. Here he goes. Jalen Inlow. Looking to throw back to second. Trying to keep the man close. If you're going to throw it, you need to have somebody standing there. Popped up. Deep infield. Nice backward play to the infield by the shortstop, Rhett Dietering. So that will bring up Zane Montez. 2 runs are in here in the bottom of the third. Inlow looks at second, throws a strike. Up and in. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Fans have been in a pretty good mood all day long. Right back through the hole. Nice play by second baseman Aiden Restats. And that will do it for South Central. They do pick up a couple, though, on a walk and a home run by Callaway Smith. We'll head to the top of the fourth inning. It is 4-2 Salem.
Give me our lumber. Doors, paint, windows, electrical, plumbing, and much more. Oh yeah, give me all your guns too.
John Lucas.
What?
You better be dreaming about all the stuff we sell here at Zink Building Center.
Oh, I would. Zink Building Center in Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
When a Fairfield fire truck needs a repair, Cam's there to keep things rolling. And as part of the volunteer fire department, Justin's looking out for Cam and all of Fairfield. Everyone supports each other, and Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them all with safe, reliable power for every one of our members. It's why REMCs exist, and together, it all works.
Marion County War continuing here in Ken Mundy. Started as the Marion County Mauling, but South Central able to work their way back into the game. It's 4-2 in favor of Salem. Wildcats will send Braden Rector to the plate. He's there now. Followed by Cooper Lobeck, Jalen Enlow, and then if anybody gets on, we'll see third baseman Cody Beard. Four to the score. That ball popped into the left side of the infield where it is handled with aplomb by Zane Montez for the first out. We've got plenty of baseball coming up this week. As a matter of fact, tomorrow afternoon we'll be in Salem. The Columbia Eagles in town. A bunt from Lobeck. Throw is in time. Yeah, 2 games for you tomorrow. Edwards County will be at Flora at 4:30. I'll be over in Salem as the Wildcats host Columbia. That win over Columbia Tuesday night, last night, was the first in a long time, if ever, over the Columbia Eagles. One of the finer programs in the state. That one's a base hit over the shortstop into left center. As Enlow thought about trying for 2, but he wisely stops there with a 2-out single. I'll bring up Cody Beard as Growie heads up to replace Enlow on the base pass. So Cody Beard, who singled and scored in the first, popped out foul to the catcher in the third, heads to the plate. That's the first hit. First base runner given up by Sidwell since the first inning. Beard watches ball too high come through. 2-0 the count, man on first. And he's not going to throw. Well, I guess he is going to throw. I was waiting on Cody Beard to call a timeout. He was basically begging for it. 3-0 the count. You don't call a timeout now. As that's ball 4. Up high. Wildcats chirping over there. Giving the old hip, hip, hooray. Looking for a 2-out rally. As Ryan Dietering will head to the plate. .74 pitches thrown by Sidwell. One and one the count. A few folks not tremendously pleased by that call. And that time they took a timeout. Runners at first and second with 2 outs for Ryan Dietering. Ryan Dietering, he walked in the first, struck out in the third, or the second. Bats here in the fourth. Top of. Both pitchers pretty deliberate to the plate, especially now with runners on base, and they got him. They did not get him. Wow. Displeasure from South Central fans. Can't say as I blame them. Wow. There was the replay right there. Dietering has had some good moves as the curveball is well off the plate. 3-1. The next, fouled out of play to the left side. Sidwell was cruising along, got the first 2 outs handy here in this fourth inning, but the third out has been difficult to gather. As Enlow got a base hit, then a walk to Cody Beard. Growey's running for Enlow. Keaton Growey. Full count, runners will go. That was hit out to center field. First going back on it, but now it's going to come in and it's going to fall. One run is in. As Beard stays at third. Growey scores. Seth Jones took 2 steps back on it and then realized, oof, that's the wrong way. And he ran in on it. Good effort by Callaway Smith. Just couldn't quite get it. And with 2 outs, it's a 2-out rally for the Wildcats. Ryan Dietering with a single to pick up that 5th run. So here comes Keaton Gullion. He's 0 for 1. Struck out in the second. Check that, the third, after walking in the first. He did score in the first. Sidwell's thrown 82 pitches in under 4 innings. Bouncer to the left side, gets through. Another run will score. This 2-out rally continues. Quickly sprinting over to third base, safe. Is the courtesy runner for Salem. I believe that was Carter Lowe. So another base hit. And that makes it 6-2. After the Cougars picked up a couple, cut the lead to 2, Salem able to stretch it back out to the 4-run lead they had heading into the bottom of the third. Lowe leading off a third. Bouncer that direction gets through. He will score. As Gullion rounds second, back up safely, but Noah Nix keeps the hit parade going. And a 3-run, 2-out rally here for the Wildcats. They've had 5 base runners in a row. Hit, walk, hit, hit, hit. Single, single, single. For Dietering, Gullion, and Nix. So here comes Aiden Bass. Swing and a miss. Bass is the designated hitter. Hitting for Aiden Rustance. Aaden. Oh, when he hit him. So that'll load the bases. All this with 2 outs. And here comes Rhett Dietering. Gullion over at third. Nix out of second. Bass at first. The middle of the order doing some damage here. Swing and a miss from Dietering. He struck out looking back in the first. Pop to the pitcher to end the third. He bounces to Callaway Smith. The toss to Hoover ends the inning. But the Wildcats with a 2-out rally pick up 3 runs on 4 hits, a walk and a hit by pitch. As they send 9 to the plate, we'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning, 7-2 Salem.
At your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville, you can count on experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, the Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville carry a large inventory of Napa products for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced associates understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa Know-How at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville.
Why are more people heating their homes with FS Propane? Because it's better to work with a company that lives and works in the same community that you do. This is Aaron Cummins, your local Clay County FS Propane specialist with South Central FS. South Central is a 9-county cooperative with highly trained employees that are dedicated to providing our residential, commercial, and agricultural customers a safe and reliable propane supply. Contact your local South Central FS Propane specialist or visit us online at southcentralfs.com.
Seven to 2, 3-run inning with 2 outs there for the Wildcats. All 3 were earned. As Jalen Enlow heads back to the mound to try to take advantage of what his teammates have given him. He got one of them too. He scored. Maddox Robb at the plate. He'll be followed by Evan Hoover and then Luke Shoemate. Anybody gets on, we'll see Caden Harrell. Robb walked in the second, was stranded. And there is 1 and 2 now on Maddox Robb. Seven to 2. 2 runs for South Central came in the third. As that one took a bad bounce again on Dietering behind the plate. He trying to walk it off. Ryan Dietering. He basically, his pitcher came to check on him. He basically walked away and said, "Stay away from me. How about you throw a strike?" How about you get that one up? 2-2 the count. There's strike 3. He got the one he wanted. Strike 3 looking. Here comes Evan Hoover. Their little chat between the Dieterichs, shortstop and catcher. A little quick chat. I'm not sure if one twin was asking the other to buck up or what. That's usually what twins say to each other. Being one of a pair of identical twins myself, I could tell you that the Dietering at shortstop probably not giving a ton of sympathy to the Dietering behind the plate. They might be. Who's kidding who? Maybe a different kind of relationship. I don't know. Mine with my brother might be a different kind of relationship than the 2 Dieterichs. As it is, Ryan behind the plate's doing okay. 1-1 the count here on Evan Hoover. He struck out swinging back in the second. He's off to a 2-1 lead here on Jalen Enlow. Enlow stepping off the mound, making sure he just getting his business together. That ball fouled back. The Wildcats in their green uniforms with white shorts, green trucker-looking hats. We've got the white front and the green mesh around the backside. Wildcats across the front of their uniforms, white numerals on the backside. That one, a base hit through the left side. Gets by Rhett Dietering. So Evan Hoover now 1-4-2. That will bring up Luke Shoemate. Shoemate ground to third back in the second inning. The people keeping track of pitches, I don't think they've added any this inning. So it may be Jalen Enlow might get a little extra longer outing than he expected. Fake bunt, throw down to first, not in time. And they're still not adding. I would guess he's around 60. Personally, I'm not keeping track either. Checking to see if that was a swing. It was not for Shoemate. Trying to keep Hoover close with that 5-run lead. Enlow giving him a lot of attention. Now the bunt as it gets away. And again, catches Dietering's hand. I was listening to a catcher talking on the radio today about how if you get hit once, it's going to find you in the same spot the rest of the day. The one who was talking about it was Carlton Fisk. And he was, well, actually, John Rooney was talking about it. He talked to Carlton Fisk, said that his left shoulder got hit by foul balls like 5 times in the same game. First inning, third inning, fifth inning, and it just kept finding him. And right now, Ryan Dietering's thinking the same thing. Is his right throwing hand has been scuffed 2 or 3 times by batted balls, foul balls. South Central's 2 runs came on a 2-run home run. There's a strike 2, and then the throw over not in time. 2-run home run in the third inning by Callaway Smith. He's a couple of hitters away. Luke Shoemate at the plate now. Caden Harrell on deck with 1 out. Runner goes. Foul ball. Datering trying to keep that right hand out of the way. A lot of times you'll see a catcher put that right hand behind their back. Datering keeping his ready to go to throw. Runner does not go, and that's strike 3. Second strikeout looking this inning. Some of the fans here are not terrifically pleased with the umpiring today. I heard, what in the world? But nobody too vulgar or anything like that. 2 outs now for Caden Harrell. He walked and scored on the long home run from Callaway Smith. Salem scored 4 in the first, 2 in the fourth, 5 in the first, 2 in the fourth. No, 4 in the first, 3 in the fourth. Get that right. They've batted around twice. Or in 2 different innings, I guess, is the better way to put that. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Harrell's got a good cut, but that one fooled him a little bit. He was way behind. And that one in the dirt gets away. Runner to the second in time. Hoover had been waiting a long time for that one. Finally able to get down there. Called a steal. Maybe a wild pitch, but I'll give him a steal on it. 2-2 the count. 2 outs. And Enlow is making Dietering jump all over the place. Ryan Dietering behind the plate. He's getting some exercise. Full count. Man on second. He'll be off at the pitch. Probably score on a hit. That ball popped into a short center field. Back to get it. Shortstop makes the play. That is Rhett Dietering, and that will do it for South Central here in the 4th inning. They leave one. We'll head to the top of the 5th inning. 7-2 Salem.
For nearly 40 years, family-owned Little Egypt Golf Cars has been dedicated to serving Southern Illinois' golf and utility car needs. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility located along I-57 in Salem. Our interactive showroom displays all of the latest accessories and vehicle designs. We offer new and used vehicle sales, a full parts and service department, and a rental fleet of over 600 vehicles. Whether it's riding in style on the course, cruising with the family, or having a rugged vehicle on the job site, we have you covered. Proudly serving Illinois and Missouri with 3 locations.
Take a trip to Old Mexico with the whole family without ever leaving Southern Illinois. It's La Fuente Mexican Restaurants in Fairfield, Flora, and Mount Vernon. La Fuente's authentic Mexican cuisine will delight every appetite, from sizzling fajitas to tasty tacos to the best burritos this side of the Rio Grande. La Fuente Mexican Restaurants in Fairfield, Flora, and Mount Vernon. Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
Back to the hill heads Trevin Sidwell. He will face Braden Rector, who swings the first pitch he sees. That's going to bounce in for a hit. He's going to try for 2 as it gets away from the outfielder, and he'll be in safely standing up. Luke Shoebate out there in left field kind of mishandled it. So it's 2 bases for Rector. A single and an error. He's 7. So with nobody out, here comes Cooper Lobeck. Left-handed swinger. He is 0 for 2. Popped out to the pitcher and then grounded to the pitcher. Fouls that one back. He's in quickly in a hole, 0-2. Salem leads by 5, 7-2. And that is gathered up by Colton Smith for the first out of the inning. Unassisted for out number 1. So that'll bring us back to the top of the order. Jalen Enlow. Enlow has 1 hit for 3 attempts, 1 for 3. 2 runs scored, though, as he reached on an error and scored in the first. Base hit and scored in the 4th. He started that 2-out rally for Salem in the 4th inning. Where are we later this week, you ask? As that one's fouled right down there to Bill Reed. Nearly hit him. Scrambled. The kids out there are messing with Bill. Taunting him. Tomorrow, will be in Salem as they host Columbia. See these same Wildcats. That'll be at 4:30. Also in Flora as Edwards County comes in to take on the Wolves. Sidwell was close in on the one prior to that, and now he hits in low. So, Inlow stays on first for Cody Beard. Beard also a 2-run scorer. Runner goes, no throw. That, by the way, the third hitter struck by a pitch. And now Growie will head out there to replace him. Keaton Growie. Keytin. 1-2 the count. That one popped up into short center field. Jones runs in, but backing out, Callaway Smith will make the play. That's out number 2. So an opportunity for Sidwell to get through the trouble. He's thrown 100 pitches. This might be his last hitter. You get 105. And Ryan Dietering at the plate, the catcher. Sidwell here in the top of the 5th. He's given up all 7 runs. He started the game. He has 1, 2, 3 strikeouts. Runners at second and third now with 2 outs. That ball foul down the right side. Braden Rector over at third, good speed. And Keaton Growie out at second, good speed. With 2 outs, you figure a base hit might bring them both in. Oh, Dietering stand in. Almost hit by that one. That's pitch number 104. So this will certainly be his last hitter. Ball popped into short right and make it center. Seth Jones jogs in and makes the play. So South Central able to get out of it without any further damage. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Score remains 7-2 Salem.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
This is Christy, inviting you to wrap yourself in lasting luxury at Carnaby Square. We specialize in one-on-one customer service, high quality, head-turning, on-trend fashions, footwear, accessories, and a complete line of Brighton leather goods and jewelry. If you want to nix fast fashion and invest in a true-to-size, ethically manufactured wardrobe that you'll wear for years, it's time to treat yourself at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Top of the order, heads of the plate for South Central, down by 5 here in inning number 5. As now they've adjusted the pitch count. That's more like it. 74 pitches thrown by Jalen Enlow. As they have adjusted the scoreboard, he threw 22 there in the 21 in the 4th inning. That makes more sense. Callaway Smith at the plate, bounces it to short, plucked over there, throw across in time by Rhett Datering. That's the first out of the inning, and Callaway, you always, if you're a Salem Wildcat fan, you like being the fact you get the kid who hit the home run off, you get him out to start the inning. That will bring up Colton Smith, Callaway's brother. Speaking of twins, Callaway and Colton, twin brothers as well, so twin brothers on each team. And Colton watches strike one come in after watching ball one come in. Bouncer to third, plucked nicely by Cody Beard. He throws across in time. So with 2 outs, here comes Trevin Sidwell. Bouncer gets through for a base hit over through the left side. Sidwell, he's 2 for 2 with a hit by pitch. So Trevin doing his best on the at the hitting in the batter's box, but kind of struggled occasionally at the on the pitcher's mound. That brings up Chase Gorettis. Seven to 2 the score. Salem on top. That one first pitch popped to the right side. Nix tries to get to it, but it hits the top of the dugout and out of play. Give it a good run. I think he was going to get it. He looks at an 0-1 count. Watches curveball not come in for a strike. Gorettis is 0 for 2. Ground into a double play and also popped out to the shortstop. And this one will be pitch number 80 for Jalen Enlow. Sidwell on first base, running his spot, even as the pitcher. They could give him a courtesy runner. He's a good base runner, though. As that one fouled back. Strike 2, 2-2. 2 outs. Cats out there looking for win number 12, or pardon me, win number 11, trying to even up their record at 11-11. And that ball knocked into deep left center on the run. Oh, nice running catch made by Braden Rector as he runs it down, and that'll do it for South Central here in inning number 5. Will they leave one? We'll head to the top of the 6th inning. Salem holding a 5-run lead, 7-2, back after these.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
If you're looking for a loan for your brand new home, call Clay County State Bank. If you want to transfer money so your future will look sunny, call Clay County State Bank. We got checking and savings and bill pay too.
An online banking, just ask our crew. For all your banking needs, we think you will agree.
Clay County State Bank is the place you need to be. Clay County State Bank.
Clay County Hospital is your life-saving connection. We have spent our lives preparing for when you need us. Quality professional care right at home. Our team will support you and your family so you never feel alone. We will make you feel welcome whether you need care, are visiting a loved one, or seeking employment. Clay County Hospital. Professional care, compassionate hearts.
Close the book on Trevin Sidwell as Evan Hoover comes in to pitch the top of the 6th inning. Sidwell with I guess one of those runs came in. Sidwell with 7 runs, 6 earned. He had 3 hit by pitches, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. As Hoover will face Keaton Gullion, followed by Noah Nix, Aiden Bass. Anybody gets on, we'll see Rhett Dietering. 7-2. Salem scored 4 in the first, 3 in the fourth. As we are now in the top of the 6th. Hoover didn't like how he landed that time. You saw him looking down after he made that ball 3 pitch. Like he slid maybe after the throw. Hoover's a junior. And that one is bounced to the right side, foul off the foot. Off the foot of Keaton Gullion. Hoover comes in with just 2 innings pitched, has given up no runs. A bouncer to the pitcher. He throws over in time. Ball dropped, but Smith had it long enough. That's the first out. Here comes Noah Nix. Nix, 1 for 2 with a hit by pitch. Popped to second, and then a base hit his last time up. He was stranded on second base. Aiden Bass on deck. Red Dater, if anybody gets on, that's popped up behind short. Callaway Smith lets Luke Shoemate gather it for out number 2. Wildcats again trying to even their record at 11-11. Same thing for the Cougars, trying to even their record though at 9-9. Each team a game under 500. Speaking of evening their records, I mentioned the Cardinals played this afternoon. They evened their record at 500. What did I say, 18 for 18? Maybe not quite that many games played so far. Bass, couple of hits, one hit, and he bounces that to Smith. He throws over in time. That'll do it for Salem here in the 6th. 3 up, 3 down. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. South Central needs some runs. Back after these.
Tomorrow. Some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans that the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to your mutual agent today.
Your local agent is on the square. Louisville, Clay County Farmers Mutual Insurance. We like technology at Flora Savings Bank. Here's what you can accomplish in our mobile banking app in less than 30 seconds. See account balances in your transactions, set up an account alert, make a transfer between accounts, get an alert text message about your transfer, pay a bill, turn your debit card off and then back on. It all happens in the palm of your hand with our free My Bank to Go app. Search My Bank to Go in the App Store or Google Play and give mobile banking a try. Flora Savings Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender. When you want hometown work ethic and customer first service and you need the best insurance at a good price, think The Insurance Place in Iuka. With over 15 years of experience, Jamie Butts offers the best in home, auto, commercial, farm, and Medicare supplement insurance. The Insurance Place handles a variety of companies and provides the flexibility that only an independent agent can deliver. Plus, bundled pricing saves you so much more. It's The Insurance Place at the Ice Cream Corner on Route 50.
Well, I was a little off. The Cardinals are 19-19 now, as they defeated Pittsburgh 3 in a row. That's 5 wins in a row, I believe, for St. Louis. They will get a much-earned day off before they play Friday in Washington. First pitch swung on, and Zane Montez fouls out. Nice play again over there on the left side by Rector. He took it away from Rhett Dietering. And that was a nice play for the first out here of the 6th inning. South Central running out of outs. As Maddox Robb steps in and watches strike one go past. Seven to 2 the score. South Central picked up both their runs in the 3rd on a home run by Callaway Smith following a walk by Caden Harrell. And Robb at the plate is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He's set up now at 0-2. Well, they're not changing they are changing the pitch counter. Depending on how this inning goes, Jalen Enlow might have an opportunity to go all the way. 1-2 here on Maddox Robb. Fouls that one off. Of course, the regular season for the Class 1A and 2A teams ending at the end of next week. I think Salem had a game planned against Flora on the Monday, the 19th, but that won't play that anymore. Throw over in time. Rhett Dietering with another nice play. Yes, Salem was supposed to play Flora on the 16th, I believe. What's that, the 5th? No, it wouldn't be the 16th. On the, that is the 16th. Okay, yeah, that's Friday. That is a Friday. That game will be played. We'll have it. As Hoover watches strike one go past. Inlow giving the long look. Bouncer to the right side. Picked up by Nix. Tossed to Inlow in time. And a good 6th inning for the defense. As Salem will head back for the top of the 7th, leading by 5. 7-2, back after these.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Going beyond the expected. It's what they do at Pekin Insurance, and it's been their way of doing business since 1921. It's service that goes the extra mile, and product that provides the flexibility to meet all of today's insurance needs and tomorrow's as well. Stop by and see the agents at North Wayne Insurance Agency in downtown Flora and Sisney. They will provide the financial protection and peace of mind that you need and deserve. North Wayne Insurance in Pekin, beyond the expected.
Do you bowl like this? That's great. Do you bowl like this? That's great too. That's because whether you're a pro or you just want to have a lot of fun, at Peggle's Silver Dollar Lanes, we have a lane for you. We have galaxy bowling, gaming for kids and adults, Joe's Pizza, a full bar, darts, pool, and fresh and clean bowling shoes. Boy, does that smell nice. So come on down to Peggle Silver Dollar Lanes in Effingham, where we have a lane for you.
Heading to the top of the 7th inning, Rhett Dietering will head up to hit. Shortstop. He is 0 for 3. And a new pitcher in for South Central is Colton Smith, the first baseman. He'll be replaced over at first. I believe that's Caden Harrell. Yep. A bouncer to short. Callaway Smith gathers, fires across in time. One pitch, one out. That'll bring up Braden Richter. He singled his last at bat. He's 1 for 3. Popped out to third and also reached on an error back in the first inning. That error scored a run. Knocks it out towards center field, and a few steps in. The play is made by Evan Hoover. So with 2 outs, 2 pitches, 2 outs, here comes Cooper Lobeck. Coop, 0 for 3. Well, he is a terror on the football field. Fun to watch. watches the first two pitches go by for ball 1 and 2. Figures he'll make Colton Smith throw a strike, and he does. That one knocked into right's going to get down for a base hit. Gradis back in right field was kind of hoping that Hayden had, or pardon me, that Caden Harrell had gone back to first. He was going to try to throw him out. Didn't get the opportunity, so Lobeck will run from first with 2 outs. Back to the top of the lineup, Jalen Enlow. He is 1 for 3 with a walk, 2 runs scored. And Smith's first 2 down low. Runner goes, 3-0, throw down, not in time. So stolen base for Lobeck. As I believe Jalen Enlow was going to wait for a strike there too. Knocks the tar out of that one down the left side, but that is going to be foul. That one might have got out to the street. Brian Leip down to the left side baseline says, hey, let's straighten that out a little bit. 300 to the corners, 330 to the power alleys, 360 to deep center. Curveball popped up to right field. Garadas has it to end the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th. The Cougars need 5 to tie, 6 to win. Back after these.
My grandfather, Carol Rush, opened Rush Appliance in October of 1949. This is Sean Rush, and I am driven by the same determination and commitment to quality that set us on the road to success. A lot has changed in the appliance industry since 1949, but at Rush Appliance, we're doing everything we can to remain trusted, strong, and competitive. We are extremely proud of our roots, and we look forward to providing you with quality and service at Rush Appliance and Furniture Company in downtown Fairfield.
My name is Robin Stanford. I own Stanford Marketing. It's a promotional products business along with an embroidery business. And we do custom hats, t-shirts, anything, you name it, we can make it. People like that we do stuff in-house and we can actually make things here and that we're not contracting the work out to other places. We never say no. We always try to find a way to do it. If anybody can do it, we can do it. We are hardworking women, that is for sure. Come to Stanford Marketing in Flora for all your custom and promotional needs.
Give me order lumber. Doors, paint, windows, electrical, plumbing, and much more. Oh yeah, give me all your guns too.
John Lucas.
What?
You better be dreaming about all the stuff we sell here at Zink Building Center.
Oh, I would. Zink Building Center in Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
Jalen Enlow will head out to the mound to try to finish what he started here in this bottom of the 7th inning. He's got a 5-run cushion and 18 pitches left in his arsenal. We'll be back here on Friday, folks, as South Central hosts Edwards County. Got Edwards County a couple of times in the next 2 days. We'll be in Salem tomorrow at 4:30. Columbia takes on Salem. I'll be there. Also be in Flora as Edwards County takes on the Flora Wolves. I'll be back here in Ken Monday for Friday evening's action. Been a lot of fun here this year. A little bit more rain than we'd prefer for Wabash Cats TV, but always a good time. Bill Reed down on one camera, Don Ross on the other. Abby Springmeyer and Ty Landreth out in the truck. My name is Bruce Dickey. 7-2 the lead. South Central needs base runners. And that right soon. Bouncer to the left side. Plucked and handled, throw across in time. I'll tell you what, Cody Beard has played a pretty solid third base. No errors so far today for Salem. As Caden Harrell will step to the plate. Luke Shoemate eliminated just there on the 5-3 putout. Harrell walked and scored, then popped out too short. That was a nice play by Dietering on that pop-up. He had to run well into center field to make that play. Bouncer stopped by Enlow. He'll lob it over for the second out. Nice play by Enlow. This Salem defense is pretty good. So back to the top of the order, Callaway Smith with South Central needing runners. Callaway responsible for the only 2 runs today for South Central as he hit a 2-run homer back in the third. That along with a walk, and he grounded 2 short. So he is 1 for 2 with a run scored. Enlow he's at 100 pitches. This may be his last hitter. We'll see. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Might be the last hitter in the game. We'll see. Like I said, you get to 105 pitches, but you get to finish with the guy you're throwing to. A little low, ball 3. When you have a 5-run lead, the last thing you want to do is put freebies on first base. 7-2 the lead for Salem. Strike 2 inside. Inside corner. That's a nice pitch. So Enlow with a chance to end it. Curveball way up high. That is ball 4. And it will bring up Colton Smith. Colton now pitching for the Cougars. And he will certainly be the last hitter for Enlow. With 2 outs, there's pitch number 105. Not too often you see a kid go all the way in high school baseball, but Jalen Enlow trying to do just that. As that is a strike. He's only given up 4 hits. He has struck out 2, 3. He has walked 1, 2, 2 walks. 1 hit by pitch. 3 walks now. 7-2 the score. 3-1 the count to Colton Smith. Callaway on first. That ball fouled out. It will be a full count. Smith will be able to get a good run from first base as his brother tries to keep the game going. 2 outs, 3 balls, 2 strikes. 5-run lead for Salem. Runner goes. Bouncer, foul. Like I said, Salem plays Columbia tomorrow. They beat Columbia yesterday. First time in years they had beaten the Eagles. They'll try to sweep the season series against the Eagles tomorrow. Runner goes again. Bouncer to short. Picked up. Throw across. Not in time. Ball gets away. That's going to be an error on Dietering. Well, it won't be an error because the runner did not advance. All right. Calling an infield hit for Colton Smith. Callaway Smith ends up third base. And Jalen Enlow getting the glad hand there from Brian Lipe. He's got to pull him. You know he'd like to leave him in there, but he's not going to be able to. He'll head off to the applause of the Salem fans, and coming in to try to finish it off for Salem, it's Brody Collier. We'll be back after this.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
When a Fairfield fire truck needs a repair, Cam's there to keep things rolling. And as part of the volunteer fire department, Justin's looking out for Cam and all of Fairfield. Everyone supports each other, and Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them all with safe, reliable power for every one of our members. It's why REMCs exist, and together, it all works.
With Trevin Sidwell coming to the plate, Salem will bring in Brody Collier to try to finish things off. Runners at first and third for South Central. And Sidwell has 2 of South Central's 5 hits today. So tough customer for Collier to face here starting out. He doesn't want to throw to too many hitters, though. He only wants to throw to 1, basically. As Collier has thrown 2 innings. He has 1 strikeout. And with a 5-run lead, Coach Lipe hoping he'll be able to finish it off. He's got good heat, the right-hander, junior. And that one a little out of the zone. Sidwell, 2 hits and reached on a hit by pitch. So he's reached all 3 times he's been to the plate. He fouls that one back. That must have rolled over the top of the net. A walk and a hit put runners at first and third here in the 7th inning for South Central. They need more base runners than that. 1-1 the count. Outside, ball 2. Jalen Enlow pitched great. Went 6 2/3. Gave up 5 hits, 3 walks, 1 hit by pitch. Struck out 3. 2 earned runs currently. Yeah, there's a couple of them out there on base that would belong to him, as that's the first curveball I've seen Collier toss, warm-ups or regular action. That was a dandy. In for a strike looking. So 2-2, 2 outs, 2 on. Deuce is wild. Thank you, Mike Shannon. Bouncer too short. Gathered up. The lob to second will do it. Dietering to Rostance. And 6-4 on the fielder's choice put out to end the ball game. The Cougars finished with 2 runs on 5 hits. They had 3 errors, and they left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on base as South Central falls to 8-10 on the season. For Salem, they improved to 11-11 as they had 7 runs on 8 hits, 0 errors, a big 0 there, and 9 hitters left on base for the Wildcats. Don't forget, tomorrow at 4:30, we'll have the Wildcats taking on Columbia in a Kaskaskia Conference or Cahokia Conference game. That'll be starting at near 4:30. I'll be there for that one. We'll also have Flora versus Edwards County tomorrow in a Black Diamond Conference game. And then on Friday, we'll be right back here. South Central takes on those same Edwards County Lions. The winning pitcher today for the Wildcats, great showing for Jalen Enlow. He goes 6 2/3. Like I said, he gave up 2 runs. They were both earned. 5 hits, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts as he had a fine day. Collier came in to wrap things up. Loss goes to Trevin Sidwell. Went 5 innings, gave up 7 runs, 6 of which were earned. That's just about going to do it for us today, folks. Appreciate y'all tuning in to Wabash Cats TV's presentation of high school baseball here from Lions Field in Kinmundy. For all of us at Wabash, my name is Bruce Dickey, reminding you today's final score. Salem defeats South Central 7-2. So long from Lions Field.